Hello, I'm Kikostego, and this video series has a content warning. If you're somewhat sensitive, please go watch some other stuff on the channel. And if you're good, let's get into it. Hello, I'm Kikostego, and we're here with another recording session of Slay the Princess Pristine Cut. I'm liking it so far. I already edited the last recording session, so we're all caught up. So, yeah, let's try to get some different endings. And just a little reminder, this is an achievement huntery situation. Also, we're gonna fit to screen that because... Okay, it was already fit to screen. It's just weird. That's fine. But, yeah. Let's look at our memories. I mean, we could try to go get, like, the different endings for the ones we already got, or we could just go in completely different directions and do cleanup later. Options. Become one with the princess in a very literal sense may involve, but does not necessitate being eaten. I'm sure we're in for a wild ride. So, I guess we'll just... There's so many different endings we haven't gotten yet, so let's just vibe, I guess. Find something. So if I hit continue, isn't it just gonna start a new game? Okay, it just brings me back to the end here. Return to main menu. So we need to start a new game. Okay, well, let's go to the cabin.
You're on a path in the woods. You make your way up. The interior of the cabin.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, let's go in there. We're gonna...
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light. And
Yeah. Just continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Let's do as we're told.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
She is.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
We'll just steal our nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I'm calling your bluff.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay, yeah, just slay her.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel
God,
flesh
this feels so
easily
wrong.
give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
I suppose.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like
Honestly,
she's
no.
convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Probably not. Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
I'm gonna get worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
This almost feels like a D&D group where the narrator just gets really annoyed with all of his people being like, no, we're gonna check. And he's like, don't. Well, actually, let's just get out of here, and then we can do the other options if they let us. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because, kinda? This is a love story, after all.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
Valid point.
But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Yeah.
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Yeah, so from what I gather, it seems like most of these, it's like once you enter the cabin, you can't leave the cabin.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I'm not happy. I was kind of hoping to get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Oh, God.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
So, well, we already know because we finished it once that I am Quiet. I'm the Great Quiet, and she's the Shifting Mound. So is he trying to trap two entities and lock them away kind of thing?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Did you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, I'm happy. We're
Really?
sure of it.
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
No, we're just gonna
More
rot.
Happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Woo, we got the good ending! The only ending that doesn't end in something tragic. We saved everyone. Woo, such proud. Many wow. Okay, yeah, Yeah, that was the original one I got when I played it the first time, because I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever, we'll just do what he says and see how that goes. Yeah, but it's amazing how easy it is to get the quote-unquote good ending. Because that's not what you're really trying to get. You want the crappy endings in this game. Yes. Yes, thank you to all the little creatures. Yeah, I returned to the main menu. Did that unlock in my memories? I hope it did. No, yeah, that one's like probably not even in here. Oh yeah, we did get the good ending. Woo! Everything would be so easy if you would just do exactly as I say as quickly as you can. That's funny. Find the Nightmare Spectre Razor. Okay, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna go back downstairs. Okay, we just discovered that we are trapped. So, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right? Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Oh.
He's right.
Yeah.
It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
No, it isn't.
An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Sir, rude. No, I don't want an eternity trapped in a cabin where I can't do anything. You didn't even give me some stuff to crochet.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
That's funny.
The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. Okay. I figured it would result in another
You're on a path
character
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, no. But I nope-roped myself. What am I doing
I
here?
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
He's a sassy little bitch.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
The cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie. She won't be a problem.
To proceed to the cabin. The cold. Or, I guess, a cold-hearted, where he just walked in there, stabbed her, and
The
left.
interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
How do you kill something that's already dead? We're gonna approach the mirror because I'm just doing it. I don't know.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
It's
Isn't
a wall.
much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh my god, they actually used a different thing. It's like, usually it's like, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
It just like does not track with the rest of it.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought,
Jeez.
the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Spooky.
Ghost!
He did the ghost thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I guess it depends on if it's a, what do they call them? The ones that can actually, like, move stuff. I can't think. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. Poltergeist, yeah.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your
I imagine you would.
gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down
did
your
kill
neck
you.
as she circles you.
Just in cold blood. I did kill myself, though, because I felt bad, and I kind of was trapped, but... That's just semantics. We can make up.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
What is this? Oh, it's just a history. I mean... What do you mean by that? Like, stabbing the skeleton or stabbing the ghost? Fuck it, we ball.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
I don't know where he thought this was going to be a good idea.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job? Or what?
I don't know. Slay the princess harder.
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
We're going full meathead in this round.
Really?
Yeah.
Her
I'm
voice
doping.
chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here. Together. All
Were you,
I
though?
ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Apparently.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Oh god.
Yes,
Is she gonna rip out my heart?
nothing happens. Are you sure about that? So something should have happened.
Oh, I think I did see this one, yeah.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Stare at her in
You
silence.
can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next,
You feel it.
but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Damn.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Die or slay the... I guess slay the princess.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps, unsettling.
Yeah, a little unsettling.
Did we get her?
No.
If we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
Oh god.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, I'm sure she'll be, real happy to see me. The Wraith.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her. Again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Yeah, cheated. Kinda.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
It's a video game, my dude.
I think that's exactly what it is. The
Kinda.
powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Honestly, that would be hilarious.
Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory.
Like, I have a concept that I would love to do for a visual novel. That would be kind of like this, where it's like insanely branching paths, but it's also kind of like, Danganronpa-esque, where you have like different characters. And I think it'd be interesting if you could like pick which character you wanted to be for the story, and that branched everything based on what character you were playing as, and based on what you do, like different things happen. Like, I think that would be very interesting.
Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
I know it'd be a crap ton of work, but that would be what I would love to make.
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
Yeah, that would suck.
That doesn't sound like me.
At least give me some craft
If I had
supplies.
everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Were you happy?
No.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Maybe. I mean, anything's possible, but we're going hardcore meathead in this one. Proceed to the cabin.
Continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to reverse psychology on me, or are you just giving up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Fair enough.
Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
So if I save right here, would I be able to come back and do the other endings for her? Because that might save me a lot of time.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Hand-to-hand combat, I suppose.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Okay, let's approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.